For my summer reading project, I read Sharpe's Tiger by Bernard Cornwell. A man, Richard Sharpe, who is an ex-thief, gets a chance to leave the light company of His Majesty's army fighting against the Tipu of Mysore in India, when he is chosen to join the timid Lieutenant Lawford on an undercover mission to rescue an invaluable spy from the Tipu's dungeons. Sharpe quickly learns lessons in leadership, war, and loyalty as he becomes a soldier for the other side, and meets extraordinary wartime soldiers from both sides of the conflict. He comes up against cowards like Sergeant Hickswell, and learns the value of a good man in Colonel Gooden and McCandless. He teaches the rest of them a thing or two about bravery along the way. The story has many vibrant characters, but one occurrence made me think more than any one person in the story. When Sharpe is put to the test by the French troops as a new recruit, he effectively causes the deaths of his entire former regiment. The only one who is not killed is Sergeant Hickswell, because he points out himself and Lawford as working for the British. This is especially meaningful to Sharpe, but his feelings on the matter are never discussed in detail. The emotions of this are never dwelt on, which keeps the story moving, but deprives the reader of a valuable insight into Sharpe's mind. Sharpe indirectly caused the deaths of his old friends, men he called good, and it's never explored, which I feel is lamentable. The book takes place in a time period where conflict was normal. The wars that went on in India in 1799 and the surrounding time period were much like are described in this book, but a few literary licenses were taken. Bernard Cornwell did extensive research on the time period for this book, and I think that he did a very good job. But many of the details that he uses in this historical account are not correct. The book is directly related with the time period because the story takes place within and including the most important points of this conflict. It's described as a historical adventure novel for a reason. I would probably recommend this book to anyone who enjoys historical fiction novels. It's not written for an older adult, but for a young adult it might be a good read. I personally did not enjoy this book as much as I might have, because I am not suited to reading these sorts of novels. But someone who likes these sorts of things might be well pleased. Hello, sweetie pie. You getting in my video? Sharpe's Tiger.